Right.
Did you let everyone know I wanted to come in and say a few words?
Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, couple of things. So I'm not gonna be part of the I'm not gonna be part tonight of the stream. Um, I wanted to come today and I want to talk to you about a couple things. So some stuff that went on today. I sat and I watched the stream from last night, and you know I brought up a subject of a very serious subject of race, and looking at it, my one of the first things I thought about was the fact that we come here and that's a very, very serious subject, and the fact that I brought it up, um, and it went in a direction that it should never have gone in. So there's a couple things that I'm not, and again I'm not going to drag it on. I'm not going to be here long. I just want to address a couple of things. So the first thing is there were words and there were terminologies that I used, and I definitely misspoke. And and again, I've always been this way. If I take responsibility for myself. There was a word, a term I use, systemic racism. Um, and being a person that has worked in many industries, um, I've lived a long life. I've done a lot. I've seen a lot. Um, the one thing I want to say is I do believe there is systemic racism. Okay. I'm not going to go into the definition of what it is, but I'm just you can do that. You can look that up if you're not sure what it is. But I do believe that exists. Last night, when I used that term, I misspoke. I should not have used that word with what I was trying to express. Okay. So I want to just say that, right? I want to just clear the air there because I know that there were people that felt that by me saying that I was dismissing them, I was being insensitive, and that's obviously the last thing I would ever want to do. So I want to clear the air and just let you know that that's how I feel, regarding systemic racism. The other thing I want to say is this, and I I thought I made this clear last night, but it just dragged on. It went into a lot of weird directions, and it was kind of a rant, and it was just it wasn't a good look. I want to make it very clear that I absolutely know that racism exists, and there are horrible racist people out there. There's no question. I know this. Um, And the point that I was trying to make yesterday, and again, it went off the rails. It went in weird directions, and like I said, I definitely misspoke. But the one point that I was just trying to make was simply this, and I should have made the point and moved on. And like I said, it went in a lot of weird directions. The one thing that the point that I was trying to make is obviously knowing there's a lot of racism and there's racist people. I was coming from a place where I believe, I'd like to believe that most people are good. They have good hearts, they're kind, and they're not racist. That was the point that I was trying to make. Now, listen, obviously, this is there's people that absolutely can disagree, but that was just the point that I was trying to make, and using weird examples and going and ranting, it just went on for way too long, and it was tough to watch, but I thought it was important for me to look at that, and first and foremost understand that definitely misspoke, but I just wanted to clear the air, because I say this every time I come in here. I'm really it's an honor and a privilege to come here. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate the fact that this guy, he's built this, did this wonderful enterprise, and he invites me to come on. And that's the last thing. That's the last thing I was doing. So I apologize for that, and I know exactly as far as misspeaking and how it was very harsh, and it came across in a way where, like I said, it just wasn't a good look. So with that said, I just wanted to, and what we try to do here, and I think you said this last night, what we try to do here is unite everyone, and this is supposed to be fun. And what do? I come on, yeah, I tell the jokes, we watch stupid shit, I tell stories. That's what this is supposed to be about. The subject that I brought up, and then what we discussed, and how I talked about it, it's not a good fit for where we are right now as far as what we're trying to do, and enjoy ourselves. That's a very serious subject, and and a lot of what we do is comedy and fun, and so I wanted to just mention that. But I know there were some people that were hurt. We got some feedback, and I understand, and I wholeheartedly get it. And like I said, um, I come from a place, for me, like, and you guys know this. I come from a place, like, I tell you guys I love you all the time, and I mean it. I'm sincere about that. I think over the last year or so, you guys got to know me really well. You know him, right? Nick and Jake, and then Mom. You know us. And so I just wanted to, I'm just gonna leave you with that. And you know I just wanted to take a couple minutes, and let you know sincerely, and there are some people specifically out there, that, that I am speaking to, and like I said, just in general, if there was, as far as, as far as going forward, I think we understand that, there's a platform for certain things, and this really isn't it. This really isn't a platform for that. So with that said, I love all you guys very much. You know that. I appreciate coming here. It means a lot to me. I know that I caused you a lot of stress and aggravation today. I apologize for that, because that's unnecessary, and it was